Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to create a mixed media wire figure sculpture using wire, wood, paint, and other found materials that you might bring in from home. You're going to start by using wire to create a figure that is proportionally accurate. We're going to be using the drawings that we've done over the last couple days that include spine being equal to femur and also your figure being 8 heads tall, as well as the progression of body parts being shoulders, elbows, hips, hands, and knees. You're going to start by unraveling your wire coil. There's 2 ends to each side. Carefully unravel that. You're going to be taking the one end and making a circle about the size of your thumb by wrapping it around 2 fingers. Once you have a circle which is flat, about the size of your thumb, wrap it around 3-dimensionally to create more of a sphere or a shape that has several different collections of lines in it. Next, make a neck by wrapping your finger around the wire, and then you're going to move on to the shoulders. The shoulders should be kind of like a T, the top of a T shape. So I have head, neck, shoulders. Now I'm going to have my hips at the bottom of my wire here. You want to have a total of 4 heads from the top of the head to the bottom of the waist. Next, I'm using my fingers to create a torso. And then you're going to be wrapping your wire very tightly into your shoulders to make sure it's secured and linked. Once you have that, fold over that additional wire to create the shoulder and start the arms. Make a loop around your finger for elbow, and make 2 loops around your finger for the hand, and you'll be wrapping the wire back up the arm carefully along your project. As you're doing this, you might stretch out the person's arm so you have an easier time wrapping up that wire. Next, you're going to make the other shoulder approximately the same width as the other one and follow the exact same steps, making a loop with your finger for the elbows and making 2 loops at the bottom of your wire for the hands. Then open up the person's arm and wrap your wire up the arm similar to as before. Again, we're trying to create volume and depth. So if your person is more muscular, maybe the circles that you're creating are wider. If your person's more trim, maybe you have them a little bit tighter. Don't wrap them really, really super tight along your arms. Next, bring the wire back down through the spine and then to the hips. The hips are a similar step as the shoulders, so wrap them around tightly and then make sure that the hips are not wider than the shoulders, and do the same folding technique as before. Make sure the spine and femur are equal in length, and make a loop with your finger for the knee, and make a loop around 2 fingers for your feet. Once you have the feet created, you are going to be wrapping your wire around your leg to bring it up to the top of your figure. So I'm spinning my figure, doing a different technique this time to bring it up to the top. Then wrap your wire very tightly around the hips to get to the other side of the hips. Make sure that the hips are not wider than the shoulders. They should be equal to or slightly narrower than the shoulders. Then make sure the knees and the feet are equal or parallel with each other. I'm folding up my other person's knee so I have a room to wrap up my wire along the legs. Once you have your shoulders equal to your hips and once you have your spine and femur equal to each other, and you have your shoulders and elbows, hips, hands, and knees all in that order, then you are going to be wrapping the wire really tightly into the spine, a couple loops, and then taking wire cutters and cutting off the excess wire that you no longer need.